GIMP has zillions and zillions of filters. There's some really great ones, and I'm going to show you this one, the Supernova one. So go to Filters, and down here, and Light and Shadow and Supernova. In Supernova, you get this initial, doesn't look very impressive. You've got a very, very tiny design there, but you can increase it simply by just dragging like that. And that changes, you can see over there, the radius. It's the radius setting, and you can drag it out to virtually obliterate the image. Now, what you can do, you can go back there and change that again. Also, you can reposition it, so you might like to decide move it over there or just to there. And you can see that modifies that, the center X and center Y. And it's actually quite nice to do it from this, because I sometimes find these sliders trickier to mess around with. But you can also modify this, the number of spokes. And you can really increase that. Really, you can see as you do that, it rotates a bit, so you can see it's 719. So you can add a lot of high impact color bursting from that. You can also modify the color, so just click there, and you've got lots of options for color. But what I want to show in this case is this one, random hue. And you can simply just drag there, and straight away you can see you can obviously keep it fairly low, so it's like very subtle changes. But this time, when you push it to say 70, 80, push it up, up and up and up, you get all these colors bursting across the image. But also, let's just increase the radius again. Let's just increase that. Now, obviously, you don't want to completely obliterate the image, but you can. You can do that because you can go down here to the mode. And so with the mode, let's just move that over here. With the mode, just go down here and you can go say with merge. Or maybe go with, click there, and screen. And you can create all kinds of unique effects which still show the original image. So you might like to go for this one up here. Let's go for multiply or burn. So with burn, you can see you've got that color, but you still really can see that guitar. Also, what you can do, go down here and go for overlay, or maybe go for difference. So just a whole range, and there's loads of other options that you can go for. Let's just go for difference. So with difference, you can see the effect there. You've still got the guitar, but you've got these lovely colors bursting from that center point. And I'm just going to go with that now. Click OK. But the great thing about this is you can run the filter again, of course. You can just go up here, filters, and you can repeat it if you want to do that. But you can also simply go down here to Light and Shadow and Supernova, or you can use the reshow. So Supernova, and now you see, unfortunately, just it's gone back to the blue one. But what you can do, very simply, just increase the radius again. And again, you could do that on here, on interactive, which is really good. But you can also click here, new seed, so you can go try out different ones. But again, you can go for here, random hue, so just increase that. Now, if you don't increase the number of spokes, you don't get such thin lines. So obviously, depending on what you want to achieve with this. So if you keep number of spokes fairly low, you still get a lot of color bursting through. But also what you can do is you've got the modes again. So here, all blending options. Let's just go through maybe darken or burn. And you can see then you've got that. Or maybe go for overlay. But also another thing you can do is you can modify the position there, the origin point or the center position. And you can see you can move that. So you can create the color combined with that previous color as well. So you can click there and again go down maybe to difference. And you can see now you get this like real weird, wonderful cascade of color mixing together. And click OK. And you can see you've got your origin there, you've got the origin there for the previous one. And you can combine this, of course, with other filters as well. You don't have to just go with this. You go with filters, maybe go with blur, and maybe go down to Gaussian blur. But there's a lot of other brilliant filters, blur ones, that can be used to combine with this. So, okay, Gaussian blur, and you can see then that blurring effect, and you can modify the size, maybe not push it that far, you still want to see the guitar. And maybe change that, maybe not. You can link them, of course, or unlink them. So if you click there, you can break it apart, maybe have more of a Y than X. And again, you've still got blending modes. So just down here, just run through, and you can go maybe with burn. One of my favourite ones. Burn always seems to be one I choose. So burn, linear burn is another great one. And then click OK. And you've still got that guitar image, but you've got this lovely cascade of colour sort of thing that you probably hope to never see when you're in a concert. But it's a visual effect anyway with a guitar and obviously the person playing it. But this can be applied with any image as well. And there's still zillions and zillions of other great filters. Now I'm using the Mac. If you've got a PC, you can also use, of course, many other filters that are not accessible, unfortunately, particularly easily anyway, to the Mac.